Hey everybody, welcome to the show. I'm Dave, Prisoner 849. Right here I got Jay, First Strike 16.
What's up?
And James, SSS Fame 1981.
How you doing?
And we are Just Your Average Geeks. I'd like to remind everybody to please like,
Share.
And subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notifications for the more episodes. And as always, you can catch me at Twitch TV at SSS Fame 1981.
All right. So what have you guys been up to lately? Jay, why don't you start out?
Just playing a set. I actually did something that I always complained about, and I don't know if you could take a guess what I actually did on Assassin's Creed. What have I been complaining about these last couple weeks?
On Assassin's Creed.
The paid stuff.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, microtransactions.
I did it, man. I did it.
What'd you get?
But what'd you get?
I got a wolf mount. It just looked really cool instead of a horse. I was sick of a horse.
Okay, but see, that's my thing. I have no problem with that. You spent money on a game, didn't give you a power creep against anyone, even though you're playing solo. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
It's not even a power creep, but you get to look the way you want to look.
I thought it looked cool.
I think that's perfectly fine. I never have a problem with people doing that if that's what they want to do.
It hurt a little bit, but I did it.
How bad?
It didn't hurt that bad.
How bad did it hurt the pocket?
No, it wasn't that much.
Come on.
What was it? What was it? I think it was like $10, not even $5, maybe. It wasn't that bad.
Big deal.
Nah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Although it is kind of crazy.
I think it was like $9.99.
So think about that. He spent $10
for a digital mount.
for a digital mount. Now, the reason I say, it's not bad, it's $10, but if we think about it, a DLC content could be anywhere from $15 to $20, depending on some games. But you just spend for $10 just to try it on a different color.
Yeah, why not? Hey, listen, I figured if I'm looking at my guy driving or riding around on something, it might as well look good.
You know what? Like on a game, I don't know about Assassin's Creed, but if you're on a game that's like 1,000 hours, whatever, you spend $10 because shit gets monotonous. So I can.
And they got a lot of cool stuff on there too. I was tempted. I was really tempted. But
problem is once you open that gate.
Yeah, I know. I says, you know what?
Once you get started,
I says the wolf mount's good enough. I could deal with that.
Does it have any like stats or attributes to it? Like
no.
Speed. Like
no, that would be
faster.
That would be power creep.
Yeah, that would be pay to win almost kind of thing. I guess right.
So it doesn't. It just,
no, everything on that is basically just cosmetic.
Okay.
So it's really not that bad.
Okay. Can you ever lose that? Like, can they be killed?
No.
Imagine that.
That would be.
You never know,
dude.
man.
I'd be pissed, dude.
You know, I would laugh my ass off if they did an action RPG. Only in hardcore mode could you spend for power and shit. But then when you die, you'd have to buy it all back again. But there'll always be people that spend to the death. They got so much goddamn money.
Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed.
Or just so addicted to the game, though. They'll pay it.
Yeah. So there'll be people. I mean, when Diablo 3 came out, people were spending $1,000 for freaking one yellow weapon. One yellow weapon. Thousands.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. So, yeah. But that's fun. That's why you can never have it for power creep because then people just... That's the real problem. Buying for a mount, here and there, that's okay. But once it turns power creep, people will just...
Yeah.
And for the competition then.
Right.
What about yourself?
Still playing the new Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe on the Switch. I'm getting through all the Star Road levels. I've got 2 left. Actually got all the star coins in each of those.
You did find them all.
I found all the star coins in all the levels and through the regular game. And now I'm down the Star Road, and I've got 2 Star Road levels left to go that I got to beat. It's fun. That's actually pretty fun. Those levels are pretty. They're pretty interesting, you know. But also, I downloaded that Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection on the Switch, so I started playing that a little bit. Annoying as hell, just like
that's a multiplayer game now.
Yeah, you
I can assist you, right?
Yeah, you can do a 2-player.
You're like a ghost or something, right? You're like this floating thing on the top.
That I don't know. I didn't look into the co-op thing.
Yeah, but are you real man moding it and putting on the hardest difficulty? Heard it's crazy.
Hell no! I put that shit on page level.
Page.
Is that actually your level? Page?
Yeah, all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, all the way at the bottom.
That's all the way at the bottom.
Wait, that's easier than easy.
Basically, I think.
Oh my god!
But I heard the co-op it should make it easier, right? You would think.
I would guess.
Or is that co-op there? Can you literally? It's co-op like via internet.
Like
Like, can you like join someone's hosted game,
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
or is it just local?
Not sure. I didn't never look.
Because that'd be kind of cool if you want to just run through it. Like
Yeah.
you get up with other people, like, yo, let's see if we can speed it on the hardest one. You find someone that like does that with you.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it until I turned the game on and it showed, one player.
Yeah, we got to try that and see one day. Just play together and see.
Or at least I don't know if it's because I have it on page level on the game, but like you don't lose your armor in the first hit. You lose part of it. I think you have like 3 hits before you.
Just to let you know,
know?
just to let you know, you did quit Contra and you almost threw it out the window. This one's going to be just even harder, I think.
I don't know about that.
This is going to be tough.
No, because remember, he can put it on
Tough.
page level and the R never falls off.
3 hits. It takes 3. I think 3 hits it was.
With gold armor?
No, the regular armor.
What happens if you have gold armor?
I don't know. I didn't get that far yet. I'm still on the first level.
You get gold armor on the
He
first
killed
level.
3 zombies. He died.
Yeah, it's like I turned it on, I threw my 1 spear, and I walked out.
He threw a couple spears, jumped over 1 tombstone, and then he was dead.
Yeah.
What?
No, actually, where did I go? I think I fell down into some pit or something like that.
Yeah, that happens a lot. That's going to happen a lot.
A pit.
There's like this, and there's collectibles, things you can collect, treasure chests, and
So
these little
you're trying to tell me
things.
one of the first few jumps you got to do in the first stage, you died to?
I think I fell or something like that. It was some fire thing.
It was so.
I played it real quick. I didn't go too crazy with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, the
Page.
intro is cool. They got the cinematic in the beginning now. With somebody,
Yeah.
they open up the scroll and there's your dude just hanging out in his boxer shorts with the
What is princess or something?
Yeah, with his princess. He's got the little hearts on his shorts and shit. Hanging out under a tree with her.
It's like bull smite.
Yeah,
Yeah, baby.
and then it goes into the
With the real
and then
dog.
it goes into the game. And he jumps up, puts his armor on, and then it goes to the game, and then it's like a sketch almost, and then all of a sudden it materializes into the sprites and the regular game, and then you start taking control and start going and stuff.
So you barely play it, so we can't even ask you how you like it comparatively.
Yeah,
I mean, visually,
That'll
it
have to
looks
be-
much better.
that'll have to be next time. But yeah, visually it looks great. I mean, the guy still looks just like from the old game,
Right.
but
It was
upscaled.
Arthur, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but upscaled so much, that he still has that look, but
It's more of a cell
it
shaded
looks
now, right?
clearer. Yeah, it's all more animated and stuff, but it looks good.
Yeah, it was a
Plays
tough
good.
game back in the day. I'm sure it's still
Real
tough.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Well, I mean, I played for like a couple minutes and I already got my ass kicked. So like 3. I had already
On
died like
page
3
difficulty.
times.
Oh my god.
That's on page difficulty.
Scrub.
Maybe.
Yeah. I switched to something different. I've walked away from WoW for a bit. I don't know if I'm coming back anytime soon.
No?
Just
Did you have another bull smite incident?
no bull smite instance. Just I hate to say socially with the game. It started to feel kind of like a job, and one thing that everyone keeps saying, we're playing, we're trying to do this. It's a game. We're trying to have fun. We're trying to have fun. I wasn't having fun anymore. I was coming on. We need you to do this. You can't do what you like to do. Some drama with someone else. Blah blah blah. I feel like I have to do all these things, and I can't do the dungeons when everyone else wants to do the dungeons because I want to finish my quest. It just felt like a chore, a job, and I can't explain it. It's weird. I felt bad when I was on the game, and that's when I was like, all right, I got to step away, play something different, and just mellow out. And I did. It felt better to get away. So, every now and then you just need a break. You get burnt out, I guess. So that's what's going on with that. So I went over to Valheim. I played some Wilson. I mentioned that last time, I believe. But Valheim, I've been playing. It's a survival game.
Was that a PC only?
Yeah,
It is, right?
Well, I
Steam-
know it's on
Steam
Steam, so I'm assuming. But I think Steam can be. Can you download Steam on consoles? I don't have
No.
console really, so I can't even say.
Yeah, PlayStation is a PlayStation network.
Just a PlayStation Store.
Yeah,
so
right.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
not. So it's probably just a PC thing, but it's a really good game. The graphics people probably complain about, but the world is fully open. I would say the graphics are around World of Warcraft ish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe better, worse. I would say like a good PS2 graphics. Nothing crazy.
Is it a free game?
No, it's $20. It's actually early access, but normally I'm like, oh, early access. I saw that and I wasn't going to do it, especially pay. But everything I watched said this game feels polished, blah, blah, blah. And I got to say, I'm playing through the game. Maybe they're going to add more content, but I'm not really finding any problems when I'm playing. The game's not screwing up on me.
Right.
Things like that. So I'm feeling like I'm spent $20 and not 40 because I'm playing the game now before all the content's added. So I'm playing my $20 worth, but it's great. I have to say it's hard. It's good.
So it's
fun.
not fully. It's not like fully yet, right? It's not like a full.
Supposedly there's going to be more biomes, and what I mean by that is like certain parts of the island you'll be like on the meadows, and as you move further into the meadows, it turns into the Black Forest, and the monster's a little harder. Scenery's different. There's a mountain area. There's a prairie. I think there's others there. I haven't gotten too far. I've just been like trying to get to the second boss, but it's great so far. I've been really enjoying it. I actually have one of the buddies that used to tank with me on World of Warcraft many, many years ago. He downloaded it today. We were playing a little bit. So he's probably not on now. He may be doing his own thing. But when I get on, if he wants to jump in my game, he's going to jump in. I'll be a little further. I can help him out.
Right,
and we can
right.
eventually do shit together, which would be fun. So, yeah, it's survival. There's not many people on it. You can lock your game, so you're safe from being attacked by hordes like Last Oasis, where I used to get creamed. You know, a lot of people just show up and beat you down. So it's been a lot of fun.
Is it an RPG or is it like third person, first person shooter?
It's survival third person. So survival games these days means you level up somehow. Leveling in this is if I punch something, my barehanded gets built up. If I swing with an axe or I chop a tree, chopping it's picking, that gets better. That's what you level up. Mm-hmm. Is it significantly impactful? Maybe as you get like really deep in. I haven't noticed it too much from it, but upgrading like gear and durability, you definitely notice a difference with that. So it's just survival. Go through, eat when you want. You're not punished if you don't eat, like you are, but you won't die. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of games will have, if you don't eat, you're going to start dying. Last ways, you don't drink water, you start dying.
Right.
You can't even move after a while. So not only can you not get to the water, like real life, you're like, yeah, you keel over. This, no, they'll just make it that your life is like 25. It's not going to go up because you haven't eaten, so there's no recovery. But you won't die if no one's bothering you, just chilling. So that's kind of good.
Is it, what's the setting like? I mean, like the kind of weapons and stuff you have? Like,
It's Viking settings.
Viking?
It's Viking. So you're making swords, axes. My axe, which I cut trees down with, I use as my weapon. I'm just trying to make it as simple as possible. But there's a sword, like a bronze sword or daggers I can make. I haven't messed with any of that. Two-handed weapons that have really big knockback power. I'm sure if I hit some of these guys, they won't be a problem because every time I swing, they'll be like stunned or something. Right. I haven't even tried those out. So it's that kind of a setting. Put on a helmet, put fur, cape, things like that. And you can build. Mm-hmm. So one of the big things about this is you can build like pretty big castles. So what's it called? Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Okay. So was it what's the city called? Minas Tirith?
Minas Tirith.
Minas Tirith. Thank you. I can never get that. There's even a video, if you catch it out, there's a guy who made a Styles castle on the side of a mountain, Minas Tirith.
Serious?
It looks good. Like it's not to the perfect, but you go around and you keep going up and up. Like
really?
Up that. Yeah. And then you can go inside for wherever you're going to go.
So he created this? What do you?
Yeah, built it himself.
How do you do that? Like, I mean, how much
is that part of the game? You could build?
Build, yeah. Build all day long. You build, like I built my house. I got to cover myself up. If it rains, I got to make sure the rain doesn't come in and hit me while I'm underneath like my thing. I have to be comfortable. If I put a fire pit in my house and I'm cooking, I have to have like it cold out. Otherwise, I could get smoked to death from my own stuff.
People could come and fuck your shit up?
If you would leave your game open for other people. Right now, I'm not doing that yet.
Oh, okay. So you're on like a server that's kind of like
yes,
protected.
I'm safe. I'm with myself where I can invite someone. I'm playing safe. If I want that, I can eventually jump in.
You could be sleeping and this guy could come in.
Yeah. So well, actually, no, you can't do that. The funny thing is, once I had someone join my game, there was no more go to sleep and speed time ahead. Literally, you just have to stay awake throughout the whole night and stuff like that. So you can't get away with that. So, it's fun. What I'm going to eventually try is make a new character and see if I can find someone's open game. Because like if you look through the community, they're all locked. Like everyone's keeping their shit locked, but eventually people are gonna be like, "Yeah, we." So
this guy with the castle must have some clan,
maybe,
or is it just him?
him?
Or is it just him in his castle?
Could just be him in his castle.
Damn.
Yeah, no.
I would get a clan and have like guys guarding the place.
It's not a whole lot of stuff, and there's not gonna be a lot of people on this. Well, you're gonna make a clan of like 5, and then there's another clan of 5 somewhere or whatever. It's not big like that. No.
It's too bad.
That'd be kind of cool if you could
yet.
like be the king,
Yeah, it's too bad you can't hire like NPCs to be your soldiers.
That'd be really cool. I mean, there's one thing in the game that says, boars, like normally they attack you and you kill them for meat and like hide pieces. But there's a thing you read that says they're scared of torches or fire. And I notice when I wear a torch, they jetted. But then it says if you sneak up to them with something for them to feed on or whatever, they'll obey. So like I'm thinking, oh, maybe I can actually get boars to obey. Maybe I could get them on a farm. Maybe they'll come fight. I don't know. I haven't done that much in the game yet. So there's a lot of stuff to figure out. And you access things by finding things. So like the way I found out how to make the ship I'm making right now is I just happened to see like a broken down thing. And I was like, let me break it up. And it wound up being like fine wood or something. And then it opened up everything. I was like, oh, shit. So it's pretty cool.
Sounds like fun. You said it was what, $20?
$20, and I think it's worth $20. I'm gonna get my $20 worth out of that.
And I see a lot of guys. I see a lot of people streaming that.
Yeah. I'm having fun with it. It's good.
What's it called again?
Valheim.
Valheim.
Yeah. So, Viking setting, man. It's good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I would love to have a castle.
Oh,
Imagine it. How much time that must have taken to make that?
Forget it. There was one guy. He's got like a mini town. Yeah, like you come in here. This is the witch's brew.
You have like a little shack, and this guy's got a freaking village.
I got a freaking wooden shack practically. This guy's got a whole town.
He's got a whole village.
Yeah, man.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
That is pretty fun. Pretty fun. So right here, we've got some comics. Big comic just came out this past week. A lot of you probably know about it. Let's see if we can get a better shot of it. Yeah, it's a little bit better. BRZRKR, starring Keanu Reeves, created by him, and I believe Matt Kind is the other writer. So they're co-writers on this book, and it's pretty good. I mean, we were all, we went through it, first issue. Pretty bloody, pretty good.
Yeah, it's really gory.
Yeah, the art is pretty good.
This one's a good one. This is a variant, right?
Yeah, it's I think the 1/200 variant of the book. The other is another variant over here. I'm not sure which one that is. I think that's the 500. I'm not 100% sure which one.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool because it's like half colored in and stuff.
Yeah.
That one's a nice one.
Yeah, they came out with a lot of covers for this one. The first one you were holding up right over there, that's the cover A for it.
And this one's like
the blank variant. Yeah, the blank cover C, I believe, is that one.
They're using Keanu Reeves actually helped write the story for it.
Yeah,
is that what it is?
I believe he was part of the creation of it, and he also is a co-writer on it with Matt Kind. I think I'm pronouncing the name right, but yeah, they're co-writers on it.
Okay.
Obviously, it has his likeness. Pretty good.
No,
likeness.
you can totally tell. Yeah.
Yeah. The art is amazing. I think the likeness is spot on.
Well,
really,
he did say, like I read somewhere that he did say he would love to like play this character on the big screen if possible.
Oh yeah, that's probably what's happening. Is that this is his thing. He's setting up for the future to make it into a show or a movie or a movie series, something like that. But
hey, the way this is, I don't know what the gore that's in it though, but like, what do you think if they did it John Wick style?
What do you mean?
Just like cinematography, like if they actually
like that.
Yeah. If they made it like that,
I think it would work out pretty well.
I think so.
Because John Wick doesn't have a lot of cuts in the fight scenes and such too. So that would be pretty. That would be pretty good. I think
you see arms and everything get broken in that. I mean, this is a little bit more than arm broken, like goriness. It's pretty gory.
Yeah, this comic is really gory.
Yeah, the gory. I mean, there's the scene in here where he's pulling out one guy's rib and then slashing another guy's throat with it. And,
it's really gory.
There's blood everywhere.
It's really cool though.
But the art is good. Story's coming along. I mean, it's only issue 1, so obviously there's not a whole lot in terms of story going on. It's just starting out, laying the groundwork for the series. The series, I think, right now is slated at a 12 issue miniseries. So hopefully it'll go beyond that. I'm not sure when the next issue hopefully will come out next month. I would imagine.
Oh, so you're saying it's set for 12 issues so far?
Yeah, it's planned out as a 12 issue series right now. Boom Studios is the publisher, the comic book publisher for it. I mean, you guys went through it. Did you? You guys liked it too, right? I mean,
yeah, no, this is a good comic. I actually think he's pretty smart because if you think about what Keanu Reeves is doing right now, regardless of what movies he makes down the road, because I'm sure this was in the works well before COVID, as Cyberpunk was in the works well before COVID, right? So he's already planned all this stuff out. But look, this is a guy who's now in video games and in comics and is in acting and movies. Like, he's got himself set up. If one fails, not fails, but say he decides, I don't want to act no more, but maybe I'll do some voice acting.
I think he's more popular now than he's ever been.
Probably.
Yeah.
Right?
He's getting big and he's doing it smart. Like, so this is really cool. Plus, the talks of Matrix and all that stuff. So, I mean, he's all over the place.
And speaking of, is there any word on, like, is there a new trailer coming out for that soon?
Matrix?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything about a trailer. No.
I'm curious about it. We'll see what happens.
It does come out.
So how many covers they come out with for this?
For this one, I read there's about 30 covers for this one.
30.
And that's, I believe, counting, because there's different stores and such. They got their own variants. So, like, some things like Forbidden Planet is one of them that I remember online that they have their own variant for it. Midtown usually has a variant, but I didn't see that listed as.
And they had their own,
list.
right? Like their own version of it or something like that. It's specifically for Midtown Comics, right?
Well, they don't have one for this one.
Oh,
I didn't see.
No, but
I didn't
other
see
ones
it
they do. I
listed.
think.
Yeah, there's a lot of other comics where they do have their own exclusive cover on it.
It's crazy, right?
And all. Yeah, but yeah, I
So
think
many.
There's about 30 covers on it. This is just a small sample of the covers. Just the three standard ones and
with
two
what
incentives.
you purchased, you're gonna get all the covers eventually.
Yeah, I did purchase. I got more covers here actually. Off screen, but I also did get something on eBay from a comic book store that has the main covers plus all the incentive covers, including the highly sought after. I would think. For me, it's highly sought after. The 1000 variant, which is signed by Keanu Reeves, and that one's gonna be graded by CGC because they're the ones doing the signing. So this guy that I bought it from is getting it graded also. So it's gonna be graded, encapsulated, and everything.
Oh, so you got that specifically from CGC?
Well, the retailers get it. The retailers put in, they make a big enough order, and then they reach out to CGC, I guess, and they set it up with them.
Oh, okay.
And they can also put in to have it graded. Like a lot of people, like a lot of them that I saw online, they're not getting it graded because it's an extra fee for that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the stores are not getting them graded. They're just getting it, signed, and then they get it, and that's it. They send it to you, raw like that. But the one that I bought it from, I made sure that I was going to buy it only if it was going to be CGC graded.
Right.
So hopefully it'll be a high grade, and it comes with the gold.
You think it would be high, right? It's new.
I would hope so. Yeah.
And for those of you that want to know what that costs, well, the truth of the matter is this: he's known us for how many years now?
A lot of years.
A lot of years, more than 20 years.
26 years.
26 years, and he won't even tell us what he paid towards it. So it was a lot of money. So I don't even want to know.
A little bit more than I probably should have.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, you think Keanu Reeves' autograph now has got he has to skyrocket it already.
Yeah, maybe.
You think?
He's so popular.
I don't know about that, man.
He doesn't. Yeah. Well, the thing is, he doesn't do signings. So
so it's rare. It's even probably more money.
Yeah, I mean, it's
okay. So if that's the case, then yes, it's probably worth it.
It's not like you go to a Comic-Con and see Keanu Reeves, right?
Imagine? I wish. I doubt it. Yeah, I've never seen anything.
So he really doesn't do any signings, huh?
I've never seen anything with that. I mean, maybe he's done some that I just haven't seen, but I mean, I haven't seen anything pop up with CGC or any of the Celebrity Authentics, any of the stores that I bought from, and I haven't seen him on any Comic-Con lists.
Interesting.
I mean, I think he went to New York Comic-Con one time, but I don't think he was signing though. He wasn't. They bring in so many different guys that just do like the stage stuff. Right. They'll bring in big names like Vin Diesel. They brought in one year, but he wasn't signing. He was just doing a
what?
Doing a stage
like a skit.
Why can't I think of it?
I
Why can't I think of the proper term for this? Oh my god.
I have that all the time.
You mean a panel?
A panel. That's
There
it.
you go.
Thank you.
So
Panel.
a Q&A?
Yeah, like a Q&A panel.
All right.
Yeah, that's how they bring a lot of people in.
Fair enough. All right.
So, yes, I mean,
But I would definitely say to everyone, you like comics, even if you just want a good read with some good artwork, this was gory. It was good. I liked it.
mature audiences. Mature audience.
Yes. Yes, mature audience.
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
cool.
And who's the artist?
Hmm?
Who's the artist? You know?
That I'm not 100% sure on, to be honest.
Well,
with you.
isn't it
pretty
on
good.
here?
Should be right in there. Open it.
Is it Bill? The Captree? Is that him? Is that the artist?
Ron.
It's probably a couple
was
of
it
them.
Ron something. Ron Gurney.
Oh, that sounds
Oh,
about
Ron
right.
Gurney, yeah.
Yeah, you might
Ron
be right with
Garney.
that.
Ron
There you
Garney.
go. There you go. Ron Garney is the artist for the interior. The covers obviously have different artists.
Right. Each variant's different artists
Yeah.
usually, right?
Yeah.
Ron Garney, Bill Captree, Matt Kennedy. Yeah, definitely a cool comic. I liked it. It
Yeah.
reminded me of like old comics. Like I have an old Batman Judge Dredd type comic that like they convert over, or where you want to like cross.
I love
And-
those cross ones.
Yeah,
Like
and it was-
Aliens. What was it? There was another one. Punisher versus something.
There
There was a bunch of them.
Batman versus Predator. That
Yes.
was a good one.
That was another good
That was a
one.
really good one.
Deadpool was in a crossover too with somebody, right?
And those are
Probably.
usually like, well, I can't say usually, but the ones that I've seen are usually darker and whatever type comics. You know, they're not your usual one.
Which one did you say? Judge Dredd and what?
I believe it was Judge Dredd Batman.
Yeah, there
Because
was a Judge Dredd
it was
Batman.
Scarecrow that comes in at one point, and like I remember like they to freak him out, his own thing that he was using against people. Oh, so there was the main guy who was like the judge in Judge Dredd, obviously, but there was like a guy he was going after. I can't remember the villain.
You mean Judge Death?
Death, probably, yeah.
Death.
So like Scarecrow winds up like doing his thing to him, and what he sees is like a lot of bunnies, and it's funny, like pretty bunnies, and that freaks him the hell out. Well, other people see other things and they go berserk. So it was funny, but how dark, and even the bunny thing doesn't sound dark.
Right.
But if you read the comic, it was really cool. So that was one of my
I know
favorites.
there was Judge Dredd in Predator too. Also,
Probably.
Yeah.
I would think so.
I think I have that one. I think that's the one.
Alien. I think there was an Alien crossover too
Yeah.
at one point.
Yeah, they do all sorts
Weird.
of weird stuff. It's pretty cool.
And I think the Joker actually in that Judge Dredd Batman thing. I think he became one of the dark judges too. He became like a Judge Death type of character. I think at
I
one
don't
point.
remember. It's been so long since I looked at those things, and I had like
Yeah.
the more sturdier covered book. It wasn't like a flimsy.
The hardcover.
Yeah, I guess you would say
hard.
yeah.
Hardcover trade back.
Yeah, those I had that one. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Also, hopefully, issue 2 will come out next month. I mean, this one got delayed so much, and it was supposed to come out last year, and then it was supposed to come out last month, and now it just came out this week. So, hopefully, issue 2 will come out. Have no delays and come out next month. But I guess we'll see.
Okay.
But sticking with comic books, we've gone through comic books, our whole lives. Also. What are some of your favorite comic book characters that you really like and that have memories of,
I would say probably mine are two: Batman and Iron Man, probably.
Batman.
Hey, I gotta put a DC one in there too. I mean, we talk about Marvel most of the time, but yeah, I would probably say Batman and Iron Man. My two.
The two billionaires.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
like the
look
rich
at
guys.
that.
I like the rich
Right?
guys.
The
you
rich
know?
guys.
Why not? They always like Batman because he really doesn't have any special superpowers.
Smart.
Yeah.
Well, and he's got some brawn, but not like
Yeah, but he's not
abnormal
like
brawn.
he's not like most Marvel. You know what I mean? He's not like most superheroes. He's different.
Mhm.
And Iron Man's cool. He's cool. He's got all the suits and stuff, and he's another like you say, he's another billionaire.
Billionaire club.
But yeah,
Well,
that's,
it's, because I'm Batman, right? Batman. Remember that cartoon? Your favorite cartoon?
I have no such favorite cartoon.
I can't remember what was the name of that. What's the name of
What
that
the
one?
movie one we watched?
The movie we watched. Was it Superman
don't-
Apocalypse or something like that?
Something like Batman. They go to like Darkseid's planet.
Yeah, Apocalypse. They go over
Yeah, and they're over there, and he's. It gets me fucking irked, man. So you got all these guys, like you're on a planet of people that will just neck if you're someone like Batman, and like he was with Superman, right?
Yeah, he went there with Superman.
So he's with Superman. Superman's flying around fighting these dinosaur-looking things, blah, blah. And Batman's on some floating like, blah, 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 Jetson type shit.
He had a jetpack. He had a jetpack on. He's flying.
Like, to me, that's the way it looked at me. Like, it pissed me off. And he's floating around, whatever, like that. And Superman's getting his ass beat, blah, blah. Darkseid grabs Batman, throws him, like, slams him by his neck and shit. Like, he'd be probably dead. But, of course, he's not dead. And he just looks at freaking Darkseid. He's like, if you do anything, I push this button. Like, pretty much he's got a nuke. He's going to blow everything up. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. This guy, you should be dead. And backs off Darkseid like that. I was freaking pissed. So,
That's great.
yeah, I'm like, Batman, freaking Batman.
What was that from? What was it from?
That was an anime.
An anime
Oh, an anime.
movie
One
thing.
of the animated.
When they
movies.
animated
I mean, it
one?
wasn't bad to watch, but I'm like, come the fuck. Like, he doesn't belong there. There's no way he would survive there.
It's like one of your favorite Batman moments, man.
No, it's not. That's why he's not on my damn list. I do like Batman movies, though. I'm not going to lie. I just don't like him in the comics when they do stuff like that. It's like over the top with him. It's funny, though, because it's just like, that's why I get pissed off, because it's funny. It's just like, no way. Like, Superman getting wrecked. This guy's like, I got a button. I'll blow you all up. Like, come on, man. That's the way I look. It drives me crazy. I have to say, if you ask me what my favorites are, I've always liked Spider-Man climbing on the wall. Superman's cool, obviously, but like Spider-Man climbing on the wall, Thread, all that stuff, I love that. But my main guy has always been Hulk. I guess I'm a bit of a meathead. I love that. Just angry you get, and you just smash. I just love his character. And like, I used to collect the cards, you too, the Marvel cards. And it's just like, it's cool to see, like, even in the cards and stuff, they showed like all the people that they would go up against and stuff. Like, how many times Wolverine fought Hulk, and Hulk
and all
versus
the
that,
stats
Spider-Man versus Hulk. There's all sorts of cool things. And just the Hulk fights are always cool. That's why I like they need to bring him. Not going to go into the Marvel movies and the Avenger movies, but, in Avengers 1, I had a lot of fun. I loved Hulk on that. And then Hulk just, well, exactly.
Oh, at Avengers Endgame, it just kind of changed.
Yeah, well, he went to Professor Hulk and was a cornball, in my opinion.
I always say he played one of the biggest parts in the movie, but he didn't really fight. He played an important part.
Yeah, he was a large character.
No, he put the glove on and everything.
I know. For a Hulk fan, that's not what we want to see.
No, you want to see him smash.
I also don't want him to see him save the day, like Hulk wins the fucking war. No, but having his presence is like awesome. Like, oh my god, and there's always something big he goes against. And like in the second one, I
remember being in theater, and when you seen Hulk in the back of the little pickup truck, and you were like, I could feel you guys, both of you were like, you gotta be kidding me.
That was rough. That was rough, especially with. I mean,
let me ask you. Sorry, guys,
it totally goes away from the first Avengers movie where Loki's like, I have an army, and then Iron Man's like,
got a Hulk.
We have a Hulk,
yep.
And then he's just destroying the place and destroys Loki, in seconds.
Yeah, he mashes a god, and then for 2 movies he's not there.
Let me ask you: Do you guys think that they put a little too much comedy in these movies?
Too much.
Sometimes.
Like, does it take away from the actual, I
think there was enough comedy in the first Avenger. I don't know, like
first Avengers to me felt more serious, but then they threw enough comedy in there to make it funny, but they kept it more serious. And then as they got on, they started getting more comical and comical and comical. Like, I like Ragnarok though. I think that's my favorite.
I mean,
Marvel
they are
movie.
Comic characters.
Well, you know what I mean.
I got you.
Like the whole Hulk thing, that kind of took away from, you wanted his character to feel different, and they kind of made him seem.
Yeah, okay, so a weird feeling for me.
They put it at the wrong time sometimes.
With Hulk, especially where you're just talking about that, like, they tried to make it funny, but it also pisses someone like me off that missed, like, the meathead Hulk. So when they got Professor Hulk pretty much pretending to be Hulk, hitting a car, like, it's supposed to be funny, but then it's like, yeah, but you're not going to really Hulk out, are you ever? Nope, you're not, thank you. So
right.
That kind of thing like that. But yeah, some of the stuff is a little over the top. They could come away from it. I could see that.
I think there were certain moments where you're like, all right, could have got a little serious at this point.
Maybe it's the route they're choosing to go with these. I don't know.
They kind of do that with the movies where they'll be real serious and everything, and then all of a sudden somebody throws out some one-liner or some joke or whatever,
which is fine.
Yeah, that's fine. But if it's
but all the time, it feels like it's all the time.
Yeah,
almost all the time. Though.
When it's over abused, it's a little too much.
Yeah, like they got Avengers 1, Hulk smashing thing, Thor smashing thing, serious moment, they're fighting, they're kicking ass, and you're like, yeah, and it's lighthearted in a way because they're whooping butt, and then Hulk hits him, boom, sends them flying. And that's funny, they had that line right there, but it's not like every 10 minutes we're throwing a joke.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it.
Or when like the bulk, a big chunk of the film is all comedy. You know what I mean? Where they take it's like a serious part of the whole franchise, and then they take like it's 15, 20 minutes of a whole like a comical kind of. I don't know. I feel like sometimes it depends on the person, but I think sometimes it could kind of take away from the moment.
Yeah, I agree.
I
think it happens more than it needs to be. But sometimes maybe they're doing the film and they think it's great here and there. Who knows the reasoning? Maybe they feel like it's we don't have a really good filler point, but let's throw a joke in there real quick, and it just hypes it up.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's the main reason why they do that.
I don't know. It really depends on the story writing.
To kind of change the moods.
I would like it a little bit more serious and a little bit less joking. Back a couple of steps. Look, Iron Man 1. It had its moments of jokes. Like Tony Stark has always got a one-liner in there. And
right.
It's funny, but it wasn't every 10 seconds. Eventually, he became like joke. But yeah.
Plus, and plus, it depends on the age group. I guess they're trying to, I don't know. Maybe they're trying to balance it out a little bit.
So now everything can be done at home since everything's doing theater. Or I wonder if are they going to switch back? Like, are they going to come back to like, say, COVID calms down enough that they open up everything like almost to full capacity?
Right.
You think they're going to stop going, all right, it's coming out on theaters and HBO or whatever they're putting in things out on, or is it just going to go back to the movie theaters again?
I think it's going to be both for a while.
I have no idea.
What's your comics? What's your guys?
For me, it was the X-Men, but more specifically Cyclops is always my favorite of the X-Men, and I would say Spider-Man. I was always a Spider-Man fan. He's got an amazing rogues gallery, so the villains for him were always great, and
he does
I always enjoy. I got into it. Obviously I didn't get into it in the early comic books, but I got into it in the 90s with the Todd McFarlane art and such. That was always. I mean, I thought the art was amazing when he was drawing Spider-Man, but I always enjoyed Spider-Man. Like I said, Cyclops. A lot of the stuff I got into in the 90s. So for me, X-Men was always the volume X-Men Volume 2, which I think came out in like 91, and that was the redesigns by Jim Lee, and then the writing with that current writing with Chris Claremont and all was always my favorite.
That's one character though that I can say the comedy is okay with. Because I'm used to that. Every time I think back of Spider-Man, he is joke after joke. Fighting and joking at the same time. He's been like that since the beginning, right? Yeah, that's just the way he is. Like, oh, you can't take that. Let's look at this and throw another joke with it. That's just him, though. That's one thing I can allow. I don't mind that ever.
And the writing in the comic books makes that, they do a good job with that.
Yep.
In the comic books.
Like, that's his style. Yeah. That's it. There's meant to be jokes with
right.
That.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, and some of the comic arcs with him, going up against Venom, and then Maximum Carnage, where him and Venom are teaming up to fight Carnage and his goons. I always enjoyed that. I thought that was awesome. And then with the X-Men, Cyclops, he's the leader. I don't know. It was just always that just appealed to me. With him, his powers were not always the greatest, I guess. But
I mean, kind of does nuke things with just looking at
it. Yeah, it's cool, but it's not the greatest of all the powers of the different X-Men and stuff. But it really just appealed to me. But I got that more from with the comics, but more from the cartoon. The cartoon series also kind of got me more into Cyclops a little bit. Unfortunately, they really did not do him justice in the movies. They made him look terrible. They didn't do a lot of people terrible in the movies. At least in the first movie, he was like okay, but after that, it was like, I mean, the second movie, I think he spent the whole movie like being mind controlled by Stryker, and then
Oh yeah,
he was like captured and mind controlled by him, and then the third movie he just died off screen. You know, it's like, what the hell? You know, they just that's my problem with the X-Men movies. You know, just that they never made him into.
With a lot of comic movies, it's not followed anything like you would expect anything to be, whether that's on purpose to throw a twist at you or something, but it never works. Like, it's never great. It's never like, oh, well, that was better than the comic. Like, they did such a great job. No, it's just like, damn, that was kind of a letdown. That's the way I feel with the X-Men movies. A lot of people probably hate me for that, but I'm not a fan.
I mean,
well, you said you liked the first one.
Yeah, and you know what?
And then one with Nightcrawler, the second one was pretty good, you said.
Well, not the first one. Like, there's the original X-Men movie that came out, and then they did the, what was the one where they like go back in time?
Oh, you're talking about the First Class.
First Class. I like that one too. I liked First Class. A little bit after First Class, series. And then before First Class, 2 and 3 or whatever. Like, it started to fall off so bad that I'm like, it's kind of like not as good. It's just not great film. I didn't walk out of there like, wow, I'm so happy I saw that. Meanwhile, a Marvel movie, for the most part, unless it's like Endgame or something, all those movies are really good.
Iron Man 3.
Oh, God.
Let's not get into Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3, I'm going to say, was not a good flick. I did not enjoy that one, which is a shame. But I can definitely say that. I didn't like that one.
For the most part, most of the Marvel movies are great. I mean, some people don't like the Thor movies that much, but I thought I liked them.
I liked them. I don't think they're bad. I can walk away with a lot of Marvel movies.
Ragnarok was the best, though.
Ragnarok was really cool. That was good.
That's definitely my top 3. Easy.
Wonder how this new one's going to be. We'll see.
Oh.
Was it Love and Thunder?
Love and Thunder.
Yeah, Love and Thunder.
Should be cool.
But, well, speaking of which, I mean, is there any upcoming superhero movies that you guys are looking forward to seeing?
I mean, Black Widow's gonna be coming out soon, hopefully, right?
At some point, right?
I don't know. I think the Spider-Man one might be interesting. If they have that Spider-Verse thing going on where they have all the different Spider-Mans. Mm-hmm. That'd be kind of interesting, I think.
Only because, from wrestling to other movies, I get a kick out of The Rock. He's playing
Black Adam.
Black Adam. So I saw that. I'm curious to see what that's about.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so
I think he'd be good as Black Adam.
What's going on? Adam Warlock is supposed to be the one that's hinted at the end of was it Guardians 2 or something like that? I feel like
he's been hinted for forever now.
But he hasn't shown up for anything, right?
Yeah.
So what's the deal with that? What are they doing? Plus, there's the Guardians I keep hearing that are going to come out. There's a lot of Marvel movies like, what is this? What are we at, Phase 4 or something like that? Phase
5?
3?
What are we up to?
I don't remember, 4 or 5. One of those two.
That doesn't make a difference anymore anyway.
But I'm waiting to see. Like, a lot what I'm hearing from online is like, you might have fallen off the Marvel comic movies since up to Avengers Endgame, and now it's going to be the movies for the next wave of people. But I'm curious to see what they come out with. I don't want to fall off. I like getting together with you guys and sitting down and watch these movies. It's a way to get out there and watch something cool.
No, I love it
as long as they're good.
Right.
Yeah, I could use some more epic Lord of the Rings type movies, though. Let me tell you.
I mean, there is rumors of another Hulk movie coming out by itself, right?
There wasn't there?
I know there's a She-Hulk show. Is it a series?
Yeah, a series on Disney Plus coming out.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know nothing about it.
I don't know the character really. I just know of the character.
I have no problem with She-Hulk. I just don't know what they're gonna do with it. You know what I mean? I'm curious to see what they do. It could be cool.
But I think Hulk needs his own movie. Definitely after Endgame. He needs his own movie where he just kicks ass and fucking breaks shit.
The hard thing with Hulk is, like, if you go back to the comics, he crossed against a lot of people, but he was fighting the military for the most part. Like, we had the Hulk movie with Norton, and that was pretty cool. But what do you do with Hulk? Like, what kind of a movie? Like, you need to have... See, the problem with Hulk is, like, if he's already Hulk and you already know the story and he just gets angry and wins, like, it starts from the beginning. So you have to have someone that beats his ass or something. And then he has to find a way to come back out, which they've already done through Avengers. I've watched 2 movies of him being a wuss.
Like, what villain do you think he should,
I don't know. But I honestly think that he comes out and goes... I think they need to do something where he breaks his thing from Professor Hulk, comes back, someone dies, something triggers him, and he goes, well, Scarlet Witch and such.
Yeah, maybe that'll trigger him.
And that's Scarlet Witch, Black Widow. So
yeah, that's our Black Widow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Black Widow. So maybe that snaps him back to angry Hulk, and then they keep hinting at all these X-Men and mutants and stuff. Maybe they do bring across things. Maybe he goes ham, and Logan and a lot of people have to take on the Hulk. Maybe that's the better thing for Hulk instead of a standalone movie. He's like the enemy for most of it because he's just going ham. And it's a great way to bring all these characters. They all see a lot of things like the build-up. Well, you have all these small things, and then all of a sudden, like, they team together against someone like the Hulk. That gives them such validity beyond anything that they take him down and snap him back to reality or something like that. Like, that could be a cool aspect. Other than that, I don't know what villain. It has to be something over the top, though, because it's Hulk, right?
Yeah, I think he's too tough to have. I think it's tough to make a solo Hulk movie.
Unless you
know?
just come up with some villain that's just so over the top, too, that they need the Hulk.
Or if he has his own movie, but they add somebody else. Like, it's a tie-in to something else. So, like halfway through the movie. Yeah, like halfway through the movie, it introduces another character that they want in the MCU, but...
Why don't they do it like Deadpool did it? You have Deadpool with Colossus running around, and they're like corny characters with them, but strong. But you have Hulk going around, but they have like other guys with
somebody
him.
to at least to assist him, to add more to the movie rather than...
Yeah, maybe someone's protecting him from him. Maybe something beat him down where he snapped back, or I don't know. They got to do something.
They could do something.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he needs to be in a movie with other people. You know, I liked what they were doing with the Avengers movies, with kind of like having him as like, you know, just part of the Avengers.
Right.
And he comes out when the big bad comes out, and you know they really need everybody together.
Or even Thor Ragnarok.
And
you know?
yeah, that was
great for the Hulk.
him. Yeah,
all of a sudden they're in the arena, and it's like, oh boy,
it was great. Yeah,
that was awesome. You know, but that's the type of character he is for sure. Like he's that guy that like when all else is going on, Big Daddy comes out, boom, and I'm gonna kick ass, and that's what I love. You just smash, brainless meathead smash. You always love that. I know that's me. I love it. Just that idea.
I would love to maybe see a Hulk versus Wolverine. Scene in a movie.
I think that's going to happen. I mean, X-Men is supposed to be coming eventually, right?
Yeah, at some point.
But I think they said that's going to be a long time from now, though. I think Fantastic Four is first, right?
I think Fantastic Four they're working on right now,
right?
They're developing it. Yeah, so I think that's going to be before X-Men.
See, they could do something like that, and in the beginning of that whole setup is Wolverine gets his ass handed to him, but then comes back because he can heal. And then becomes better from knowing the fight, whatever. And then all of a sudden becomes, I don't think he's going to do it all by himself. He's going to have other people. But I like that whole thing leading up into that. Like he gets his ass handed to him by Hulk, and then Hulk eventually loses or something. Maybe they just team up together against something else afterwards. Like that's another way they could do it, where in the beginning it's them versus each other because of whatever reason, but there's really a deeper, darker threat, which is always the better way to do it. And then watching them team up is kind of cool. So you get a little bit of the fighting. Maybe they both get a little wrecked, and then they team up. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to Black Widow. Hopefully that's going to be, hopefully that'll be good. You know,
it's been so drawn out, and I know it's because of COVID, but it's been talked about for so long. Like my mind thinks this movie must have came out like 2 years ago already.
I know. But
like I'm already past it in my head. That's the sad part. Like I'm already past this, and that's just unfortunate. It has nothing to do with the movie either. It's just the world.
Most of the Marvel stuff coming out now is well, let's think about it, right? Thor, Love and Thunder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Black Widow, Spider-Man, or No Way Home. That's supposed to be later this year? No, it's gonna be 2020, right? 2022.
22, 23, probably.
Oh, really?
Oh, so pretty far off.
So imagine.
Most of the Marvel stuff coming
probably
out is all shows. That's basically what they're concentrating on, right? And then Guardians of the Galaxy is not going to come out. I know they have that holiday. The holiday special is supposed to happen at the end of the year.
What holiday special?
Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. It's supposed to be like a holiday special. You remember when they used to do holiday specials? Star Wars had a holiday special, and they used to do that.
That was a long time ago.
No, but they're coming. Marvel's doing it now.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're going to have some
You
kind
sure
of
about that? I never hear nothing about
I
that.
didn't know that.
So what does this entail?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
Like,
all I know is it's supposed to be, I guess it's during the holiday. They're going to have a certain thing. I'm not sure.
Like Christmas, I'm guessing?
They announced it. I don't think they've taught it. Yeah, it's going to be around the Christmas time.
yeah, but what is it?
I don't think they...
A movie?
I don't think they talked about it too much, to be honest with you. They just announced it. It's going to...
Oh.
So, they have that.
The Eternals movie is coming out, too. I think that's...
That's another one.
Probably, I don't think that's going to be this year. Probably sometime, probably like around the May, April time of next year, I would say.
I feel like there's even more. Oh, hold on. There was another character that was hinted at too. Something Knight. I don't know. Can't think about it. But it was a prevalent character that was shown in the comics for a lot of different things, and they were hinting at him. I don't know if that's going to be the case, though. So I can't even think of the character. Something Knight. That's killing me.
Moon Knight?
No, not Moon Knight. Like the silver. I can't think of it.
Yeah, it's directed by James Gunn, obviously.
So what is this? A movie?
The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
What is it, like an hour?
December 2022. So you got a while.
Oh, so next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means, holiday special. You sure they're just not naming it holiday special, but that's really going to be the next movie? Like it's a play on it? Maybe it happens during the holiday season in
I think
the world.
I think it would be volume 3 something.
That's true.
They've been going with the volumes for
That's true.
those movies.
I have no idea.
There's not too much about it, but
Let's see if it even happens.
So that's the thing. There's not a whole lot. I mean, some of these movies and stuff have been announced, but there's no real details about.
Yeah,
a
you
lot
want to
of
know
them.
why? Because no one wants to freaking do anything right now. They're hoping to get like.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're hoping for the theaters and the blockbuster movie hits
Right.
to come back, and not this like if the theater opens up, it can open up with 10% capacity. Like, I don't know.
Well, one thing we saw just before we went on the recording here was the trailer for that Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Mm.
I mean, it looks like a totally different movie.
I don't know about totally different, but it does look different.
Very different. I mean, the lighting is different. It looks a lot darker in tone and visually darker than the regular Justice League one. The special effects look better. I think Steppenwolf looks better.
What'd you think of the
in
first
this
one? The original one that came out. Let's put it that way. Not the first one, but the original one that came out. You didn't like it, right?
Wah, wah, wah.
So I don't think
Well,
whatever you're seeing is
don't even talk to
really
me.
going to make you feel better about it.
I haven't even seen it. So
I look, as far as the movie go, it wasn't like the best superhero movie, but I liked it because I like any type of a team up thing. That's just me.
yeah,
I
I
got a kick out of it.
actually got to watch. I want to watch I still haven't watched it. I got to watch the original, and then I want to compare it to this.
Like Batman vs Superman. A lot of people hate it. I didn't mind it. I mean, trust me, Martha. Oh, Martha, that whole thing. Yes, terrible, terrible. I'm not gonna lie. That was bad.
I just say that name.
Yeah, no, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. But in the end, I kind of like the movie, so that's my bias on it. Do I think it played a faithful good part? No, I just took it for what it was and I liked it. So that's just me. Justice League, I took it for what it was and I liked it. I could even watch Transformers, take it for what it was and like it.
Don't even start with that.
Well,
please.
Transformers, no, that I can't.
I could go on for entire episodes.
But
if you don't follow the story,
I feel bad for I don't know. I think DC, you got to look at those movies differently than you look at Marvel movies for some reason. I don't know why.
Give him a crutch? No, you got to put out a good movie. Put out a good movie. I'm not gonna lie. Look,
I don't know why they can't, man. I don't know
they
why
can.
they just
I just
can't.
don't know what's going on. The fact that the best thing is you're going to redo it with the original director all the way through it, it's kind of weak in my mind.
Well, it was supposedly already. I guess there was the whole thing with it was that there was a second cut of the movie, which was this. That it was already filmed, and I guess when he had to leave and they brought in Joss Whedon, then he refilmed most of the movie. From what I understand, I mean, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, please.
Isn't there a director's cut version of a movie you see a little bit more? How
Yeah.
many movies come out with it might have fucked up and this guy kind of sucks, so we'll do it this way because you guys might have wanted to see it this way. Same movie, but totally.
let me ask you,
come
Well,
on.
the fans went nuts about it, saying, somebody said that there was a Snyder cut, and then everybody was like, "Oh, we want to see it. We want to see it." And I guess there really was. I thought it
I don't
was just a
understand
joke,
if these scenes were so good, why were they cut in the first place?
because Joss Whedon had a different vision for the movie.
When another guy comes
Zack
in,
Snyder, he wanted it his way.
Well, I guess his vision wasn't good.
well, we don't know actually because we haven't seen this yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
well, we
that's
haven't
right.
seen
Yeah,
this one,
this is the new clip.
You might watch this one that looks darker or slightly better. You might think it looks good. And you might be like, "Damn, the original one's better," even though I didn't like that.
If this movie ends up to be so much better, it's gonna make the other guy look like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a bad luck.
Yeah, that's
know.
pretty bad.
That's why I like things like this. I don't think they should do a side off spin-off type movie. Yes,
Listen, you gotta give these guys. You give some of these fans, these really diehard DC guys. Some of them, you gotta give them something.
Yeah, so this is what you do.
This is the way to do it.
You let a dead horse be dead, and you
No,
make a new
they can't.
movie.
They
No,
can't
you
do
make
that.
a new movie
Just
that's
reboot.
better.
Just reboot.
Just reboot it all over
No,
again.
don't reboot it. Make the second one, the next part of the series, and do it better. Do it right. So people go, now you got it right. Look, you can make a Superman movie, right? How many times do I have to watch the same Superman movie because you want to make it better this way, better this way, better? No. 1, 2, progressively just get better through it. You know?
Their problem that
Yeah,
they
I'm
ran
kinda
into
done
was they wanted to do the their Avengers right away rather than build up the movies like Marvel did. They were just like, all right, we did Man of Steel, and then
I know.
all right, we're just
See, I'm
gonna
kinda
go right
like-
into
like-
That's what I didn't like either.
Oh.
We're just going to hint to them all in pictures at the end.
Yeah. Justice League.
This is how I feel. I'm done with remakes with these Marvel movies. Do what they did with Spider-Man. Just throw them in there and just continue it. You don't have to like the Tom Holland one. They didn't. It's not like they started from scratch. They just threw him in there like he was been part of it all along.
Yeah, he's
you know?
always been there. There was no origin story.
Right. You
It
don't
was
have to go
just-
through. Everybody knows it already. Nobody needs to hear it all over again. So maybe you're right. Maybe they just need to just continue it and just.
Well, okay. So I agree and I disagree. I don't mind. Okay, by the time it takes you to make, say grab a superhero, we'll say Batman, because it's a good one, because that's been done enough, right? So Batman, he gets done in the 80s or 90s.
You're talking
Jack Nicholson's.
Michael Keaton?
Yeah, Michael Keaton.
1989.
1989. So we're young and we're watching that, right? So that gets done. Some people, kids that are older, once we're older, as that series progresses to 3, 4, 5, I don't know how many of those they made, then they reboot it, right? And they did it with,
Christian Bale.
thank you, Christian Bale. So then Christian Bale, and I liked him too, but a different crowd.
Right.
So there is a time and place to do a reboot after years, right? But
Well, it would have to be a certain amount of time.
yeah, I think, and that's perfectly fine. But when you're doing something like this, you lay it out, and now you got to do a story. Eventually, I'm tired of listening to the same story. If you cannot do that anymore, make a story, not one movie and walk away. Or you just do it so damn good that you just call it the Joker, and I'm only going to get one movie out of it, but I'm okay with that. You know?
Yeah, but I know.
Joaquin
And that was a
Phoenix,
great movie.
That was a good movie.
That was
It's out there. It's different, but like that's a way of doing it. You know what I mean? Something off the topic, not off the top, but just out of the range. Of
But
what
I
you're
almost feel like
expecting.
that movie was so good, and you want him to be a character in like an actual DC film.
You would
like,
love it, and unfortunately, he's like what he said he doesn't like doing.
I don't know. It's kind of I heard mixed
Sequels?
things though. I heard mixed things
I thought
that
I
they,
saw something that said they were talking about.
possibly happen.
They're talking about doing a sequel.
Dude, you know how many people would freak out like if they started doing DC right? So they got this Justice League going on, blah blah blah, and then there's the next villain coming. But what happens when this villain comes here? He kind of like needs someone to get him situated in whatever the case may be. And it's like that Joker appears on the screen.
That'd be awesome.
In a preview.
be cool.
Everyone will freaking go nuts. So that's a good way of doing it. But like build a story. Like see like that. That's a story built for that Joker. Unfortunately may never happen, but that's fine. But like you build a Batman movie. Then you build Aquaman. Not after you do Justice League. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the order they did it was probably the greatest.
Yeah.
Like
They
Marvel
needed
did
to
it
do-
right. Everyone gets a little bit
Marvel-
of something, and
yeah,
then
but
they
also
all go
I-
together, and now you're pumped.
This is
and
how I
your
feel. I don't know.
goosebumps are happening.
I don't know if I'm wrong, but I feel like maybe DC felt rushed because like Marvel was already ahead of the game. They had the Avengers set up and everything like that, so they had to kind of get this group. I don't know, but I don't think they needed to do that though.
I feel like it's this day, like DC has just got the thing where they get funded to make a movie, but they do it like a bad video game. And it's like, okay, time's up. We need you guys to make us some money. So you got to go to screen now. And they just force it out instead of just making something good. Take the time with it.
Take your time with it. Yeah. Listen, I'm sure DC fans are all, even us. I mean, we're all part DC fans too. We like DC just as much as Marvel.
But you know what? You got to look at an investor's hand. If I give
wouldn't-
you, I don't know, $20 million, and I haven't seen a penny of that come back from you. In fact, you come back from me and say, can I get another 5? And I haven't seen anything come back to me. And it's 5 years, 3 years, 5 years, close to 10 years. That movie has not come out. Eventually, they're like, put something out now. I want money. And don't ask me for another dime. You know what I mean? Who the hell knows what happens behind the scenes? I don't know. But that could be the case. Maybe they just can't get it together quick enough.
right.
And they force something out. And unfortunately, it's not the way it needs to be. You need to have a good story.
Like you says, they might say, "Oh, well, okay, I'll give you I'll fund this movie, but when is it going to come out?"
yeah.
And if they say, if they get like, I want it out by next year, then what are you going to do? Then you're forced to. You have different directors, you have different Yeah, I mean, like you said, you can't line up the characters that much because you never know.
Yeah.
Marvel was just set that was just so perfect that they already had a plan ahead of time. They had it laid out and what movies they're going to do ahead of time, so they knew,
So I hope for more because they did good with Batman. I mean, Christian Bale's good. Michael Keaton's good. I like that. The Batman Superman series, Justice League, it wasn't bad. I like it. I think it could have been done so much more, and they still can if they take the time to do a little bit more. I mean, they just threw everyone Flash and all that. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be one of those things. Well, now that they're together, we see him, maybe a couple of movies, and maybe we're getting this right now as they're working deeper on something else, and this is just a way to bring extra money in to fund the next one. Okay, I'll let it go, Maybe it'll be really good, too. We'll see.
Well, they already have a new Batman, right? With a new Batman movie and a new Batman coming out. So I wonder how that's.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures
with,
of that and stuff.
I don't know how that's going to work
tough.
out.
I don't know, man. That could be hit or miss. Bro.
I just go back to I just go Twilight, really?
Twilight.
Which can't
Hey,
do
you
that,
can't
though.
think
You
of
No,
that.
I know I can't because then
I think of Heath Ledger and everybody.
Yes.
went
Oh,
back to
dude,
his
Exactly.
movies,
Broke
and
Back
it was just-
Joker. I remember that.
Yeah.
everyone was flipping out like,
Dude, he
it
was
can't
like
be good.
He was like one of the best.
And it
dude.
was one of the best. So I cannot say that. You're
Yeah.
right. But like that's what happens. And you know what? Maybe that's a good thing that my mind thinks that because
That's
then
right.
when I sit down and I watch it,
Maybe it'll
you'll
be-
shock the shit out of me.
Right.
And that makes it better.
Well, there
So-
you go. Yeah, maybe you're not expecting much, so
All I know is it looks really dark, which is good.
It does. It does.
There's no Batman skating on ice.
But I don't know if it was just me or a lot of the
with,
scenes.
with his nipple suit.
oh yeah, I was gonna say no bat nipples,
No bat nipples.
no bat credit card.
No purple involved in this and all this. Crazy.
Was it just me or is it like from the clips and things I see? Doesn't he look a little palish though?
He does look pretty pale.
And that bothers because then I think about the Twilight Twinkle vampire, But he does look a little pale. I can see maybe they're trying to edge their way into not going black and white, but give that grayscale feel to it, like where it's dark, but
Like back in the day, kind of look. I mean, the suit looks weird. I mean, it almost looks like back in the day, like the '40s kind of Batman outfit, a little bit, but darker. Like
yeah.
maybe they're shooting for something, a little bit more retro like that.
See, the thing is, when they bring a Batman out, his villain is always Joker, usually in the beginning. But maybe they're doing it differently. What are they
Well,
going?
maybe they're
Well,
gonna
that's
lead
not
up
true
into it.
completely.
And I don't think. Yeah,
They haven't said anything, right?
I think I could have sworn I read something about the Riddler being in this.
Penguin's
one.
gonna be
that
in
might
it.
be true.
Riddler.
Penguin's gonna be in it, and the Riddler, and I don't know who else.
That's interesting. You're throwing a couple of names. out.
Catwoman's gonna be in it.
I just
so
hope.
they're gonna
I don't
throw
want them
a
to.
couple.
I
She's
want
more
them.
like an anti-hero though.
Yeah.
I don't want them to throw too many in there at one time. You want to lead into other movies and stuff. I don't want them to go too crazy.
But them being in there just could be like because of chain events. You see this person, and something from the main villain does something with Batman that causes, say, Catwoman to go a little scurvy, nutty, whatever you want to call her, and you get that scene, but it's not a big thing. But it's cool because it's in the movie, and now we know why she's going to be the way she's going to be in the next movie. And then who knows with Penguin or whoever else. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm always interesting because, like, I like Batman movies. I know I joked hard on Batman in the cartoons, but when those animes, they are so over the top, they drive me nuts. But we'll see. I'm always looking for a good one.
Is Robin supposed to be in this one? I never really looked too much into it.
Not that I'm aware of.
No, right?
I didn't see nothing.
I'm okay
I haven't
with it.
Because
seen
Robin
anything
hasn't been
like
in a
that.
movie in a while.
They were talking
Okay.
about like doing a Batman Beyond type thing. That could be cool too. If they ever put that
That'd
together.
be kind of cool.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing about that.
Yeah,
Sort of
but
them
people
bringing back all the
people would
Batmans.
love for something like that, but whether that actually happens or not, I don't know. That's more of like fans hoping for something like because it's a cool character with cool stuff. There's a couple of things with that are really good, but
Yeah, like Michael Keaton was supposed to come back or something.
oh,
Talking
that was
about
something.
that, like, was it? I don't know if that was the Batman movie or if it's that one that you're talking, or if that was something separate.
Oh no, yeah, you might be because what was it? Batman Beyond is one of them is like Robin, I think.
Yeah, Batman Beyond is in the future, and he's no longer. Bruce
Yeah, the
Wayne's
original
no longer
Batman's
Batman,
gone,
it's
yeah.
somebody else.
Was it that though that I'm thinking of? So maybe that's it. But there was the hint of like Batman being there, which would have been Michael Keaton showing his face, like almost like a passing the torch kind of deal.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like it could have been a cool thing. I don't remember which series. I saw so many things with different Batmans. That I'm like, blah. This was over the last year.
There's been a lot.
Yeah.
And then you hear what the fans would like, and then you start to forget because you read so many different things. Was this true or was this a fan thing? You start to forget what's really going on.
What's the theory and what was actually
yeah. You start seeing
put
so
out
many
there.
things. But it's cool. I don't know. We'll see.
But yeah, that's about it, right? For upcoming movies. I mean, there's probably more. We just don't remember. But I said a lot of the stuff is the TV shows for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
That's the main things, right? Right, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Falcon Winter Soldier.
Some coming out when? Next month? Or the end of this month? I think it might be the end of this month, actually.
Either the end of this month or next month, I think.
That one's going to be pretty cool.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I know that they have that, and then they have the What If cartoon.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. They brought back all the voice actors, all the real actors to play the different characters.
Yeah, what's her
and
name?
such.
They have one episode where what's her name is actually Captain America almost.
Yeah, Peggy Carter's
Peggy
Captain
Carter.
America. Then I think they do a Marvel Zombies one too.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's gonna be interesting to see. Then they have a Loki show.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I did see that. Loki.
That one's a weird one. He's
I don't know
almost
what's
like a
up with that.
detective.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with
It has to be some weird thing like WandaVision though, where it's like all like weird,
Yeah.
like all reality is like all messed up.
Well, he's also the king of illusion, right? So
Yeah, that's true too. It could be all be a fake.
you could be seeing him at one scene, but you know his true form, while everyone else may look at him from a different camera and they fade it out and they look at it, see him some totally different way. You never know how he's going to be, how they do that. As far as Winter Soldier and I don't know. That one hasn't hit me harder. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see that. I'm like,
Yeah, I thought the trailer was all right, but I mean, I'm interested in seeing it. You know, I like those two actors and I like the two
but I'm not
characters.
pumped.
Yeah, I'm
you know?
not 100% pumped on it, but I want to see it. You know, I'll probably watch it when it comes.
Yeah,
out,
of course.
But, you know, doesn't have me like salivating.
Yeah.
You know?
What other show? There's something else, right? Or maybe not. I think that's about it. I think that's it show wise
I
this
think
year.
eventually there's a Moon Knight show coming out.
Is it
I
a
think.
show or a movie?
I think it's a show.
Oh, what's that vampire? I think this is DC.
Blade
Blade's supposed to come out with their own movie
in
Another
Marvel in the Marvel universe.
Marvel universe, and then there's that other vampire character. What's his name?
Morbius.
Yeah,
Oh yes,
That's
yes,
right.
yes.
Yeah,
Morbius.
Morbius.
but is that coming out this
God
year?
damn,
or no?
see, that's been a while. That's been talked about too. I forgot all about that. Like,
know, me too.
Did that even
Morbius.
happen yet? Like,
No.
shit.
I don't even know.
Not yet.
That
That's-
looked actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that did look good.
And he's a villain to who? Spider-Man.
He's in the Spider-Man universe.
Right.
But he's more of.
That's
I
an
don't think he's really a
anti-hero
villain.
guy.
He's more of an anti-hero type and more hero, I think.
I got you.
I think he's more of a hero. He's a hero, I think, in that one. Mostly hero. Not 100% sure. I don't know Morbius very well.
I
just
don't
he's
know
a
either, but I
vampire
did
and-
see that, and I was like, "Oh, that looks pretty
And
cool."
did Disney say that the next Deadpool is going to be rated R too? That was announced, right? I think they mentioned something like that. That it's going
I
to
know
be
that
rated R.
they announced that they were working on it, but I don't know if
You
it's
gotta
going to
make
be
that
straight
rated
up
R,
rated
dude.
R or not.
You have to.
I would hope so.
Deadpool, you gotta.
So far, it's been good.
Yeah, I mean it's
But
a
you
money
think,
maker.
Do you think he's going to make his way into the MCU?
Well, yeah, I would assume it's probably going to be part of the MCU. I would
Like,
think.
is he going to make his way into like a cameo in like an actual
That
one of
would
the
be
movies?
funny.
I mean, we got time for that. Will it? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, the new Doctor Strange movie too. That
Oh, the
sounds weird. The something about the
Well,
you
I heard that.
That's-
See, you didn't
Yes,
finish
I was gonna
WandaVision,
say
right?
I didn't finish it yet. I got the last 2 episodes.
I heard
to go.
this is gonna go into that movie.
I was about to say the
Something
same.
like
I
that.
heard
It's
something
gonna,
about
it's gonna
that
tie
too.
into it somehow.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen any of WandaVision, but what I heard on the radio was like, while I was driving to work, the guy was like, "So what finales are people, or season finales are people pumped for?" He's like, "Because right now this WandaVision, everyone wants to see and needs to see this. So like, I'm curious about it myself. Like, I haven't watched any of WandaVision, but yeah, it's supposed to be big. So from what you said, and then talking about entering Doctor Strange, so I'm." Even if I only hear it through you guys, I really want to know.
And they said the new Doctor Strange movie is supposed to be like almost like a horror movie. It was supposed to be really scary, kind of.
Yeah, something like that. And she's going to be in it too. The Scarlet Witch is going to be. It's going to be like a team up, the two of them.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. They said it's gonna feel different than any other movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a horror almost.
Probably because it's like dark and twisted and worlds. Like they're already giving you the funny side of what happens when you're, I'm assuming with the WandaVision type deal when you want to create a world of sorts in your own mind. But what happens if you go the other way? And I think that's what it's tying into because eventually she goes dark, right? So if she goes twisted, then I think it's probably, in my mind, Doctor Strange has to bring her out of it, right?
No, well, I think she gets out of it by the end of this series. Again, I got 2 episodes left, so I don't know what the finale, what the last 2 episodes are like. But I do know that they're kind of hinting at something else happening, going on with her and such in this. She does seem pretty dark, but there might be something else happening that I'm not sure about.
Maybe someone's getting control of her mind.
Maybe. I don't know.
And then that's something they got to fight against. And Scarlet Witch is one of the most powerful.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of seems like they're kind of leaning in that direction. Like at first they were trying to make you think that she was all bad and stuff, but now it's, I don't know. It sort of seems like to me that there's got to be somebody else behind the scenes. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try and finish it this weekend and see what happens.
No spoilers.
Yeah. I'll let you know.
And there's this other movie with the Mandarin's going to be in it. What is it?
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now that's going to be a movie though.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a movie too.
But that's not coming out until 2022
Legend of the
probably,
10
right?
Rings, right?
Yeah.
Like that, I think
We're going to get some Fin Fang Foom.
Maybe. I mean, Mandarin's supposed to be the villain, so.
We already had the Mandarin, though.
That's right, we did have the Mandarin.
Well, this is the real Mandarin. That one doesn't count.
Oh, my God.
This is the real one.
That was so terrible.
Well, they did retcon that with the Marvel short video that came out after that. They did retcon the whole Mandarin thing.
For anyone who's watching here, right? So imagine you spend the money and you drain yourself and you sit in the theater all day to watch, what was it? Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2. Then what comes after Iron Man 2? The Avengers 1. Now you're pumped, right? And then the finale of this thing that you spent money on to watch all these films in one day is Iron Man 3. Now, if you've seen Iron Man 3, you can imagine how, man, I've been in the theater way too many hours. This better be exciting. And that's what you get.
Well,
enough said with me.
There's got to be a bad one.
And he's like dancing. And
oh my God, I was so
like, wait, whoa, what the hell? What's going on here?
I mean, listen,
it was kind of cool with all the suits flying about.
Oh my God.
I mean, there's got to be a bad one out of all, eventually.
There's bad in this. What the heck am I watching?
Yeah, they totally fooled us on that one. So I remember being in the theater, with you guys, and I remember I was looking around. And I was like, I thought we were being punked. I literally thought we were being punked. I was looking around like, is somebody going to jump out and say surprise or something? Or like, oh, gotcha. Like, I would like literally pinch myself. Like, am I dreaming? Like, what's going on here? Like, this is so freaking.
Right.
I was not expecting that.
And
at
I
all.
was fatigued from just sitting through all that. And that's the one I get at the end. I'm like, maybe if I walked in and that was the only thing I saw. But you cannot play that after Avengers. You just can't. Especially maybe
it was
you
bad
can watch
timing. It was bad timing.
If you watch Avengers, say 3 weeks ago to a month ago, and then maybe watch that, but like 15 minutes early, well, we probably got like a 30-minute break or something. But
yeah.
Oh my God,
yeah, it was bad timing. If the Avengers,
that was terrible. Funny but terrible.
Yeah. But so I think we have a new statue here. We're gonna try and unbox. This thing is quite big.
Get ready for this one.
Didn't really think it was gonna be this big when I bought it, but it's rather large.
So real quick though, we're gonna say thank you to this man because this man has spent, which we cannot know, on Keanu Reeves. And now you're gonna get an unboxing. This is all via this guy right here. This is why
it's all worth to do it now because now at least you can,
Right.
This is a very good point. You used to buy and you got so much stuff. I'm not gonna say crap because it's not crap.
And it would just go in a
the
closet.
word crap just comes out of your mouth. But like you got so much stuff that you got for yourself. But at least now, like, you can put it on a forum and show it off to other people that would probably have bought similar things to you. And maybe because of you, they're going to buy one of these things.
Hey, maybe. Yeah. That'll be good, you know?
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well,
like this comic series.
we gotta. I'm gonna put one of these up here.
We'll move these comics out of the way here.
I'm gonna put one here like that.
That's good.
The rest of them I gotta move. So
I'll be right back to grab that box.
Set her up, big boy. In your radio intermission, we shall talk about this headset, which is sitting comfortably against my head. All right, here we go. This thing, look at this thing.
It's only a little big.
You know, it's only taller than the damn table we're sitting at.
No, not yet.
Looks fine. I don't think that's how you unbox something like that. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go over here.
Christ. Look at this thing.
Hello.
Are you in here? Oh, there you are. Hi, Jay.
So here we go. We got this, as you can see, rather large box.
As I'm behind it. It's okay though. You can still see me.
You can still see it. Yeah, just a little bit. All right.
Hold on.
Damn, that thing's big. What the hell?
This is the Gambit Marquette statue. Marquette. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that properly.
I gotta take this off for a second.
But by Sideshow Collectibles, and we're gonna unbox it now. You know, I've
Look
had
at that thing.
What's that?
Thing's huge.
I know it's huge, right?
It's
It's
great.
almost like it's almost as tall as us. You know.
Yeah, why don't you move it more this way?
Don't worry, I'm gonna take it down. I'll bring it out.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, guys, welcome back. All right, Dave and James are gonna take this monstrosity of a thing out of this box. Ready? This is from Dave. This is from Sideshow, right? Yep, Sideshow. You could probably look it up right now to find out how much the thing is worth or how much he paid for it. Good luck, guys. You're almost better to turn it on its side.
Yeah, I was about to say that maybe.
Turn it on its side. One person pull it from one side and the other.
Just turn it upside down.
No, you think so?
Yeah, do it. Why not? Dude.
Oh, I hear pieces rolling around.
Heads be rolling.
There we go. See? That's the way to do it. Shake it up, James.
Hold this styrofoam.
Shake it.
What?
Oh, my God. All right.
What is this thing, like 4 feet tall? It's going to be like 3 feet.
Yeah, how big is this thing? What's the scale?
Like 2.5 or 3 feet.
What's the scale, Dave? I'm not sure. Well, either way, it's fucking big. Oh my God.
All right. Now my side is still have to get done. But before you do that, why don't you do the bottom, and then we can just do the side. It'll be a lot better. Just open up the bottom first, and then we'll do the whole side, and then let you just. Dude.
All right, guys, welcome back. We finally got it on top of the table. This thing was humongous, as you could see. And open it up. Oh my God!
Oh, we still got something. There you go.
There we go. Look at this
Holy
thing.
shit, there's a lot to put together.
All right, so I'm gonna take out the piece by piece here.
Oh my God, you have to assemble. The
You know what
whole
we'll do,
fucking thing.
Dave? We'll just take it all out, put it on the side, and then we'll
Oh,
use the other camera.
hold on, you got just in case, because I broke my stats. Remember, do you have like instructions in case like there's a base that's got to go down a certain way or something? Mine came on. I don't know. Well, there's your base, so that's important. The only problem about this one,
Dave, why don't you put all the pieces on the side? Yeah. For now.
you're gonna have to put it all back into the box afterwards too.
Or we just carry it to his car.
Oh my god. Drive home carefully. Jesus. That's pretty cool.
This is a jacket.
That's really cool. I'm not even gonna lie.
Here, why don't you put some on James' side too?
All right.
I don't think we're on yet. We're gonna do that. Just put everything
Hit
aside.
play, recording, or what?
It is recording.
Oh, okay.
I think we'll edit this part out just because I fucked it up. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're not on. All right.
Who cares?
No, because I figured let's take all the pieces out and then we'll use the other camera and then we'll put it and then Dave can put it together.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
All right, welcome back. We finally got it out of the box.
Oh, we got it out of the bags. We have it all laid out here, so we can put it all together. We did have a little bit of a little breakage here.
A little bit technical issue.
Kind of hard to see. You know, a little bit of a breakage here from his knee brace.
Yeah, it's got to be a little
protector.
careful with that.
Yeah. All right, so let's get it back together. And this actually has two heads on this one. We have the other one over here. Yeah, here's the other one. You got the standard one right here, and then you got the exclusive one here where he's got a little bit of a smirk and the toothpick in his mouth.
Yeah, that toothpick, you got to be very careful with that, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's pretty delicate.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's put them together. I've got a little bit of foam in here. Hopefully I don't break this one. Okay. All right, so the base here looks like almost like a Dr. Octopus tentacle, right?
Yeah, what do you think that's from? You think that's from Doc Ock, or you think it's from like a...
I don't know.
I can't think what that's from. Just be careful, dude.
Here's the base. Base is pretty solid, very heavy. Okay, and whatever this thing is, this Dr. Octopus type of tentacle is coming out from the base.
Like it's coming through.
Gambit, number 1033 out of 2000 on here. Might not be able to see it. It's a little difficult to see.
What? There's only 2,000 of these?
Yeah. All right, so let's put it in.
Yeah, I think a lot of Sideshow stuff is like very limited, right? But don't they re-come out with them sometimes? They have like eventually they come out with more? Or no, Dave?
No, usually that's it. Yeah, I mean sometimes they find things in the in the warehouse and they bring them back out.
Right.
You know, say limited quantities. They
Right.
just found it. You know.
You're almost there. Maybe flip it. There you go.
Yeah, most of the stuff is magnet, right?
Yeah,
For the
most
most
of the
part.
stuff attaches via magnets. Oh, there you go. Goes on that.
Yeah, no instructions for these, by the way, guys, if you're watching. There's no way you can figure this
Yeah,
out.
it's a little ridiculous that
You-
they give you this. You spend how much on this, and then they can't even give you one piece of paper.
Yeah, you got to kind of
Step
figure
by
out.
step.
You got to figure it out on your own, but
And then you could snap something easily. Excuse me.
A little trial and error here, trying to figure out where everything goes.
yeah, it happens.
This one's an easy one. Goes right there. This one. This is another easy one.
Oh, I know where the other one goes.
It's right in there. Okay. This one.
Right over there.
Which one?
On the other side.
Here?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it goes that way or upside down. Bam.
All right. There we go. These are little Gambit
Thank God for those
solutions.
magnets. They must be really strong too.
All right.
Be careful of that kneecap.
The body. Yep. And the broken kneecap here.
Shit sucks. That sucks.
Okay. That goes in pretty good.
We talked about how I broke my statue, right? When I put it
Yeah, it's tough. Some of these small parts and everything.
We'll go with the exclusive edition face with the smirk and the toothpick. It's a little wobbly there.
Is that bottom piece secure in there?
About as good as he's going to get, it seems.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Christ. We got the jacket here. Pretty interesting. You know, it's a whole piece itself. A lot of detail on these things. A lot of detail.
Now Sideshow made it. Were they? How long have they been around? I know. Lord of the Rings. Did they start making Lord of the Rings stuff? Is that how they started?
No, I don't think so. I think.
They
was Weta. Weta does the Lord of the Rings stuff mostly.
Oh, okay.
All right, that seems like that's on there.
I guess.
Sort of.
I don't know,
Maybe
man.
not.
I think you got to push it in a little bit. Just be careful.
Is there a magnet
Well,
on it?
everybody will get a laugh, you know, if I break this thing.
Oh, that's got to slide into the back.
Yeah, it just slides in.
But you didn't get to slide in. Otherwise, it would be like in probably. There you go. Much better.
Wrong angle. There we go. All right.
That could have been an accident waiting to happen.
Oh, yes. All right, so we got the hand throwing his trademark playing cards. That goes in the front.
Front hand behind him. Yep. Keep spinning it. Nope. Yeah, I guess so. There you go.
There we go. All right.
It's a pretty cool statue. I'm not gonna.
It's very cool.
All right, and the last piece we got here, I believe.
Gambit's got a little bit of a tight butt cheek right there.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now. All right, so we got his other hand here with this with his bow staff, his trademark bow staff. Let's see how this goes.
Angles down behind him. Yes, that angle.
Yeah, I felt it catch there. Good.
There you go.
There we go.
Aiming at the
Completed.
camera, baby.
You could put a little bit more towards. Just don't put it near the edge. There you go. Turn it a little bit.
Yeah, give him a good view right there. Look at that
There you
sucker
go.
right there.
Yeah.
That's
a
it
pretty
completed.
cool statue.
That's
Yeah.
very cool.
Very nice. You know, you got the explosions here, like you said. The Gambit body here. It's pretty heavy. I think I read it was like 27 pounds, 28 pounds, something like that.
I think the base is probably the heaviest part, right?
Well, the base and the this arm thing here is pretty heavy. Those are both pretty heavy. But these are very fragile. These playing cards and this whole thing here. The
Any of those stalagmite points or whatever you want to call them, explosion tips, are very, 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 very fragile.
yeah, those can break off pretty easily. Yeah, the bow staff is pretty solid. Feels like solid steel here. That's pretty good. Like I said, the jacket. The jacket is a great.
Yeah, the jacket.
in a great pose.
Just the detail alone on the jacket looks great.
Yeah,
That's pretty crazy. They had to mold that shit.
it's pretty amazing. The hair. I mean, the amount of detail that they have on these is very amazing. And it looks perfect right out of the comics. This is pretty high. I mean, geez, how tall do you think this thing is?
That is kind of like the Lilith statue. That's got to be around.
Yeah, don't they
Around
go by
2 foot?
scale? They go by scale, right? So what would this be like right?
Yeah, I don't know what
Because like the
scale
little
is.
ones behind you are like 1/10 scale or like small.
Yeah.
So what does this got?
Definitely bigger than that.
Yeah, I'm not sure on this one.
Hold on. You think it's got a lot of detail? I don't know, man. Hold on. Let's see. I don't know. That's got a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
detail.
I think that's a lot more detail than that.
Here's the size comparison for you. Size comparison.
Yeah, you can tell how big it really is.
A
Man.
regular bobblehead compared to that.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I'm happy with it. It's going to go good in the collection. Any amount of detail is pretty amazing.
All right, well, that's Gambit for you.
Guess we'll keep him on for the rest of it. Slide him towards the...
I'll slide him over
Yeah,
towards
you could,
me a little bit.
or like over here.
Yeah, right in front of that. Something that won't block Jay when he comes back to
That's
the
good.
normal end. And
All right, guys.
All right, we're going to be right back.
That's the unboxing. We'll be right back.
All right, everybody, we're back
We're back.
after that unboxing. Hope you enjoyed that. And
You can really see how big it is from this other camera view.
hey now.
How big it is, right? It looks bigger than Dave. Look at the camera.
look at that. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, man. That's a good statue.
Speaking of Gambit, we're gonna go into another part of one of our ongoing segments of classic Saturday morning cartoons.
Yes, sir.
And this one we're gonna focus on a cartoon that this character happened to be a part of, and that was X-Men: The Animated Series. Back in the day, came out, and I believe the premiere episode was Halloween Day, 1992. It was Night of the Sentinels, Part 1. And
That was really the premiere?
that was the premiere episode. Yeah, it was considered a sneak peek. So that was officially the first episode.
Wait, that was the first episode of what?
X-Men.
the show.
Oh, the show?
The cartoon, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant Gambit, like you were talking about the actual character.
No.
No. Just the series
Oh,
in
okay,
general.
okay.
Yeah, so that was the first episode of it. Ran for 5 seasons, 76 episodes, I believe. It was, one that I always enjoyed waking up Saturday morning to watch this cartoon, and
I can halfway still remember the beginning sound. Something like that, right? It was such a good show.
Yeah, it was such a great show. And like I said earlier, regarding Cyclops is one of my favorite X-Men characters. The show really is what brought him up there in my book as being, my favorite character in the X-Men. And the show was great because they adapted a lot of different classic storylines from the comics, and they were pretty accurate with their depictions of it and everything. And they had so many classic characters in this. But I mean, you guys are big fans of this show as well. What'd you think of it?
I loved it. It was great. How many seasons did it go for again?
5.
5 seasons?
That's it?
But how many episodes per season? I even forgot.
I think it varied. I think it was like 13. It started out as 13 episodes the first season, and then I'm not sure if it continued. How many? There was one season probably had one or more, more or less. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I
I'm
love it.
not sure the numbers for each.
For some reason,
And
I
it
felt
still
like
holds
was
up
more.
now. I actually watched that episode the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen it in so long, though.
It's been a while. It's definitely been a while. But they did all sorts of jumping around.
I wish they made comic shows like that now, like actual animated shows.
It was a lot more serious.
Yeah,
than
it
most
was.
comic book shows
That's
were.
true.
Am I wrong, or is this going to like Mr. Sinister? They did some of that too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did all that.
Yeah, Mr. Sinister was
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Yeah, Mr. Sinister was in the season 2. So, like I think the main bad guy for season 2 basically was Mr. Sinister.
No, that was always a good show. Danger Room.
That's right. Well, Morph, I think, he was one of the main characters in the beginning, the first episode, 2 episodes there. He was part of the X-Men, which he was an original character, I believe, or at least they changed up another character from the comics and just made him into Morph. Like, they kind of just played with it, And he eventually came back because people liked him. He was so popular. He died in the first episode or second episode.
Oh, wow.
One of
I
those
don't even.
two. It was early on.
I'll be honest. It's been so.
I know it's been so long.
I know. I
actually had to
loving
watch
it,
a couple
but
episodes
I
the other
haven't
day just to
seen
kind of
this.
like bring back memories, because I haven't watched it so long.
Well, it's on Disney Plus now, so it's good.
That's
great
true.
You can
Yeah.
watch it any time now.
Did you have the DVD set? You bought it?
Oh yeah, I do have the DVD. I do have all the DVD sets. They did come out with a whole series on 5 volumes. This is just volume 1.
Yeah, put it in the other camera. Show it a little closer. That's not gonna work.
No,
That's gonna bust ass.
there we go. It's gonna stay up.
That's actually a pretty cool cover for a DVD.
Yeah. Then this one's volume 2. This DVD cover. It's volume 2 for it. I didn't bring them all.
It's a nice one.
Yeah. That one depicts, I believe that's the Dark Phoenix there, isn't it? Or a regular Phoenix. I think that's the Phoenix Saga that they're depicting on that cover there. We also have a...
Gambit wasn't in the whole thing from the beginning, though, right? He came in
yeah.
later on, right?
No, he was in it.
In season 1?
Yeah.
I
he
felt
was
like
there.
he came later. I don't know.
No, he was there. We also got a book here that came out last year. The X-Men, the art and the making of the animated series. This is pretty big and a lot of cool stuff in it.
Oh, that's actually based on the
A lot of cool
cartoon?
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, wow,
check
that's
it out.
cool. Let me see.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. A lot of you got some the original artwork in there. The
Oh, yeah, look at that.
yeah.
Oh, these are like the skins.
Some of the the concept art. That's what I meant. There's a lot of concept art in there also for different characters and such.
Well, it's grabbing like comics they're showing there too.
Yeah. A lot of different facts and different things about each of the seasons and the characters and stuff.
Wow, that's cool.
The
Yeah, it looks
production.
good.
I mean, I know if you look at this and the coloring is kind of corny on like a blue suit with gold trim all over the
I
place.
mean,
It is like if you look at it, but like I feel like they needed to do like maybe if they even did it blue and black or something like that and done like suits of sorts for the movies, it would have been better than what they did.
Yeah. You mean for the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, the movies, I think, just having them all black leather outfits wasn't that great. You know, they could have added a little bit more color to it.
Done something.
Yeah. So we got
Yeah, open the book
a
up.
closer look. A little bit of a closer look there of the cover.
I like the back with all the villains.
Oh, that's it.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
That's
Juggernaut.
cool.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty cool book, man. You know
Yeah.
what's good about the show, the cartoon too, is they really I feel like they really took the comic book, brought it to life pretty well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
And
it looks exactly like the comics, almost basically.
Yeah, and it was incredibly popular. I mean, it came out a year after the X-Men Volume 2 started up, which was one of the most popular versions of the X-Men. And I know that this, I can't remember what episodes it was. I think it was the Dark Phoenix saga. I'm not sure, but I know that this was a Saturday morning cartoon mainly. But I remember it got so popular that they actually did a multi-part arc, and it came out on Friday nights. I remember it coming out on Friday nights.
Friday night.
Yeah, it was like Friday night. Friday night or Monday night. One of those. It was during the week. I'm pretty sure it was Friday night. I mean, I could be wrong. Please correct me
And
if
I'm
I'm
almost
wrong.
positive at one point this was also like an after school type thing at one point. Did this come on TV like
It might have been
4 o'clock or something like that?
I don't think. I'm not sure. I don't think. Maybe
Down
maybe
the
in
road.
the
not in the
reruns down the
beginning.
road.
Yeah, I'm talking about reruns.
Yeah, maybe in the reruns down the road. It did on Channel 5, Fox Kids, but it was for its normal run. It was on Saturday mornings. Except, like I said, there was at least one story arc. I think it was the Dark Phoenix saga that was on another day of the week because I remember it being so popular, and I remember seeing the commercials for it. And being, oh, this is a special event or whatever, and then it was on a different day, and I thought it was Friday, but I mean, I could be wrong on that. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, it's been a long time,
tried-
bro.
Yeah.
I tried looking it up, and I couldn't really find it. So maybe I'm just like delusional about it, but I'm pretty sure there was a day of the week. It was Friday or
Right.
Monday where they had this special series. But I mean, it was it was incredibly popular at the time, and that's what I mean. The show is really what got me interested in the X-Men. You know, I mean, I had bought the comics, you know, when Volume 2 came out. I bought all those connecting covers for, you know, #1 and all, and I was collecting the series. And then, you know, the show came along and just really amped me up about the X-Men.
And I think for most people, like when they started to talk about like the X-Men movies, I think for most people, like, okay, I say most people because I'm talking the majority of the population, not the hardcore comic guys, depicted the movies and they were thinking this show.
Yeah.
You know, based off this. This is what like was in a lot of people's minds, I think. Now, of course, there's the comic people that be like, well, it depends which series we were in, blah, blah, blah. I get that. But I think like, because I'm talking like me, I feel like I'm an average guy with that. I bet you a lot of people were like thinking this when they heard about the movies. And maybe that's a little bit of the disappointment came from, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, maybe with the new movies, they'll do a little bit more faithful to this. You know, these designs and these characters.
Well, we got now a great movie studio putting together Marvel movies, and now they have rights, so who the hell knows? It could be really good.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Sure.
I hope so. I even saw...
I know it'll be better.
I even saw something that said, you know, they were saying in an article that there was apparently talks to restart this series on Disney Plus. There's an article from last year, and they were talking about that there's some talk that there might actually...
What do you mean, like reboot it?
Like continue it, I guess, with like a 6th season and all.
Oh,
with
continue on.
with like new animations, right?
These same, you know, I think the same design, you know, the show itself.
That would be sick, dude.
They'll keep the same exact artwork, everything the way they did before?
Yeah, I mean, it might change. I mean, you know, they
probably change a little bit,
change it up a little bit, but I think those same basic characters and these same basic kind of
that'd be cool,
designs.
Right? The new animation, like the new.
Well, for the kids today, they could definitely put it out now again, starting from like season 1 and work its way up if they wanted to.
I'm surprised they don't even have stuff like that right now. I mean, they have those animated movies and stuff, but
there was some stuff that came out afterwards. I know that they had another X-Men series. I think it was like Wolverine and the X-Men or something, and then there was something that Anthony told me about that I haven't checked it out yet, but apparently there's like almost like a Japanese anime type of X-Men on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how he described it. I haven't checked it out yet.
Not sure.
So I'm not sure on that one. I never heard of it. He told me about it. He found it.
Okay, I heard you got another fun factoid for us.
Yeah, you know, it's been a little while, and we're going to bring back the fun factoid for this episode to close it out. It's a quick one. So for this one, talking about X-Men and the animated series here, fun thing that I found out recently was that the voice actor who did the voice of Beast in the cartoon.
Oh, I think I know.
I believe his name's George Buza. I think it is.
Buza.
He actually was in the first X-Men movie. He had a little cameo in the X-Men movie. He actually was the truck driver who drove Rogue when she ran away at the beginning of the movie after having her, you know, hurting her boyfriend.
Yes.
Oh, right.
He was the truck driver who drove her to the bar where Wolverine was having his cage fight.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So he was the voice.
Yeah. He was the voice actor of Beast.
Oh, okay.
But in the movie, he did a cameo as the truck driver.
That's cool.
Who dropped her off at the bar where Wolverine
See, that's
was.
kind of cool. I wonder if they got more things like that. Like you did voice that.
There's probably things like that we don't even know about it.
Yeah, and that gives these people a chance. Like they've been part of it all the way, and they still can say, you know, I was even in the movie too. You wouldn't guess it, but you know, they still get a piece of it. You know, be in it. That's exciting. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool.
All right.
So that's gonna be. Oh,
hey, we got furry friends.
we got a little bit of we got a little cameo right here. Look at that. I don't know if you guys saw him. You might have just seen it. You might have just seen a little tail go by there, but there he is.
Let me get him.
There he is. All right, everybody. Well, that's going to be it for today's show. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you,
watching
guys.
Our video.
Yeah, man.
I hope you enjoyed the unboxing. This beautiful statue.
You can see all the money that was spent on it.
Mr. Moneybags.
And we got Hope you enjoyed everything, the Fun Factoid and our classic Saturday morning cartoon.
There'll be more to come.
Segment.
There'll be more to come.
Be more to come on all of that. And we will catch you guys next time. All right? Take care.
Take care. Bye.
We'll see you soon.